just like in a courtroom, to agree that you have found proof, you get 80% of whatever money is in the bounty.
Proof or reasonable doubt?
Proof.
One way or another.
Proof. Reasonable doubt is all going to be. That's my game. Reasonable doubt. I ain't going to hang myself. I did them. I did all mine. I made 8 fucking trips. Right? And brought 9 people back and did away with it. I did them. I'm putting my life on the line to save this piece of property. After the property is gone, I will take more than half, and I'm going to be shooting at 2/3 after all my property gets set up. At 2/3 of this money being turned right back to the people that needed them, pedophiles, after the pedophiles are struck, and getting them. I will raise bounties. I will do whatever the fuck it takes to help the families of victims out. But mostly, we're going after the sons of bitches that won't register themselves. You know, the ones that are still running, and we're going to wipe out the list. Alright, and the closer I get to wiping that fucking list out, the closer it gets down to the 9 I did. Because there's a whole shitload of them they still ain't found.
That's true.
Alright. So I'm going to help you catch me, but I'll be dead before you do. Alright. But if you want to prove that I'm lying, then go for the money. Find it and get 12 people to say I'm lying, and I'll shut up and never say another fucking word.
So either way, you win in this, right?
Either way I win. I'm putting my life on the line right now. Believe it. I know. I ain't got no proof. But think about it. It had to be the police
proof
officers.
is hard evidence.
Yeah. It had to be police officers that were finding these people. Finding my victims. They were all over the United States. The last thing they can remember will be this or that all over. One of them dancing.
Yeah, but the only real way you
It's
get
not
information
necessarily
is
police officers. It could be just a judge that had the same feelings towards these people as you, and set out and put a secret organization together to do this. It doesn't necessarily have to be the police involved.
True.
The judge could find out just as easily where these people are and send people after them to get them.
Mary, I agree that could be possible, but I think my logic on it is better. Because I think that it's just like...
In order for it to be cops, you would have to pick cops that feel that way and are willing to go beyond the law to do this.
Well,
a lot of cops
to have a cop making
go the other way. They don't go that way.
You're going to be beyond the law. If you're outlaw, you're going to be beyond the law anyway.
I'm just saying, to have the crooked cop in Tampa that's making money off of the drug dealer and not busting him, you got a crooked cop. Right? Crooked cop that pops the son of a bitch because he can't put him out of business.
Crooked cops. These would have to be cops that felt that strongly against these kind of people to do this. That doesn't necessarily make them a dirty cop.
No,
that just makes them a cop that wants to go beyond the law.
No cop out there is going to tell on another one, no matter what he's doing.
Do what's right.
The cop that's making money off of his hookers out there ain't going to tell on the guy that's getting rid of the pedophiles. Even if he knows about it, he's not going to piss him off. That's true. Just like, I'm not going to tell on the nut dealer. I don't fucking touch him. But I ain't telling on the dude. He ain't in my yard. He's doing his thing. That's how it works. Criminals don't tell on criminals. Outlaws don't tell on outlaws.
Right.
Cops don't tell on cops. I believe my theory on it after all the years is the police, because that's how they're found. Some mother somewhere has a suspicion of the guy that he has him on, and the cop doesn't know it ain't him. But
it would have to fall into the right kind of cops to do that when a call comes in like that.
Yeah, it would. I guess you'd have to be trained. But that would be the detective that went out there in charge of the pedophile. You don't call a detective out that does homicide to see if my fingerprints were on a bag of weed. You call the guy that does the fingerprints for the damn drug dealer, DEA or whatever it is. You put the cops where you want them. I ain't saying this absolute because I don't know. I never cared. I played with the ideas in my mind. But the thing is, if these dudes know who I am, on site. Cheech and Chong and moved me on site. They were here because I registered that list, I think. If I sent it to Washington, my person, and I'm claiming to be under character at all times, so that when they pull me in front of the judge, I don't have to lie about it. I can tell him until they ask me if, how I plead on 9 counts of murder. I'm gonna tell them I have to get out of character and plead to that. I've thought about I'm out to make money. Well, I'm turning it right back. I'm gonna make some of what I need. But you got the chance to make it back.
Oh, that fat I'm trying to cook up and that's something hurt that.
And the thing is, don't sell the disc just like that.
John?